They say empires fall like men, not in a thunder. Byzantium, the second Rome, a city whisper eternal. The year is 1453. Constantine knew his destiny, to stand or fall with the very stones of his city. He carried the weight of a millennium, the legacy of emperors, saints, and forgotten gods. Whispers of dissent, the cries for help unanswered. Byzantium stood alone. Across the walls, the Sultan's ambition burned brighter than 1,000 campfires. A new age of war. Faith was his shield, prayer his only solace in the coming storm. The glory of Rome, now a fragile memory clutched in desperate hands. A mosaic of loyalties, bound by a shared fear, united by one last emperor. Every heartbeat, a prayer. Every breath, a defiance. The feasts had ended. Now, only the bitter taste of siege remained. A king alone is gone. And then, the morning. Not of hope, but of reckoning. Symbol of an empire, defiant to its last breath. He spoke of glory, of sacrifice, of a legacy that would echo through time. Each man, a brick in the wall. Each heart, a fortress. For many, salvation was the only hope beyond the blade. The thunder began. The earth trembled, and ancient stones cried out. The first breach! A wound in the city's heart! But the Emperor stood firm, a lion guarding its lair. The clash of steel, the roar of men, the death throes of an empire. And each falling soldier, a star extinguishing in the Byzantine firmament. Fire devouring promises. History written in ashes. He fought not for victory! He fought for honor! Even allies turned, abandoning the last emperor. He carried the past. And now, the past was his shackle. The naked truth of solitude. Alone against the world. The only place left for hope beneath the sacred dome. Predator has crossed the threshold, hunting the final prey. The lucky ones fled. The less fortunate stayed to meet the end.
The city's fate hung by a thread, a truth whispered in blood.
The walls are lost. The Sultan pours in through St. Romanus.
The usurpation. The sacred fire, extinguished by mortal ambition. The crown is cast aside. Now, he is simply a soldier. He hands his imperial ring to an old soldier. A silent look is exchanged. There is no turning back. only the way forward. He goes to seek the final battle and the final death. The wealth of a millennium shattered in a few hours. The silent grief of those who witness the end.
The last few, with the last emperor!
Are the gods watching? Or have they turned away? Conqueror! Drunk on victory! He walked through hell and was ready to stay there. The threshold of tragedy! The point of no return!
No surrender! No quarter! No! The Emperor fought like a god for the mortals who abandoned him.
The blood of Caesar mixing with the dust of the city.
I would rather die than see it fall. Alone! Absolute and final.
This is how an empire ends. Not with a parade, but with a slaughter. He accepts the inevitable. With honor. An emperor cannot be captured, only killed. He charged into the fray, taking the death he sought. The emperor's weapon, now lifeless metal. No insignia, no sign. He died as an unknown soldier. The symbol of power passed to a stranger. The conqueror. The man who fulfilled a 1,000-year dream.
The Sultan halts his horse, stares down at the dust-covered body. He gives an order to his men.
The indignity of death, not even allowed rest. Final tide of an empire's blood, washed away to the sea. Sanctity defiled. The door to a new religion opens.
The home of divine wisdom. Now the spoils of worldly might.
They found him. The emperor they had killed. The enemy honors his bravery, even in death. Bury him as an emperor. He died honorably. The new dawn came over a city that was no more. Constantinople died. Istanbul was born. Survivors, bearing the grief of a lost city. They would grow up in a new world, but the memory remained. The transfer of power from Rome to Ottoman. Power. It is never enough. spirit of the Empire, forever hovering over the city.
History is hidden. Glory whitewashed.
Years passed. The city changed. The name changed. But the stones remember. Beneath the mortar and the dust. Memory is the last resistance. Passed on in whispers. Kings die. But legends do not. In the shadows of history, his story is kept. Constantine is not dead. He is merely sleeping. His fighting spirit remains here, never truly gone. Even the conqueror is haunted by the courage they destroyed. Every scar on the city tells a story of glory and loss. The Byzantine gods weep in stone for their city and their emperor. They inherit the land, but they cannot escape the history.
A mystery. It is sealed, but not forgotten.
Faith. The empty barrel still holds its sound. The glory of Rome, now the dream of fish. The Golden Gate, where legend says he will return. He is not dead. He is waiting. The conqueror too must die. He sees his death in the fall of another. My legacy is built on your blood. Time is the final enemy of both Emperor and Sultan. The sleeping Emperor. His slumber spans a millennium. His remains were never found, so that he may return unrecognized. Sign of the break. The wound that never heals. The ghosts of Byzantium, forever guarding their city. The wings of the Empire, forever free. The shield of honor. It protected till the last breath. And that is how the tale is told. In the dark, around the flame, tears of the heavens, washing away the dust, but not the grief.
He stands on the boundary between legend and history.
Promise of an emperor, unbreakable. The unseen guardians, awaiting the command. The wall fell, but it was not destroyed. Look for the gate of release. The legacy lives in the bloodline.
History is a tomb, hiding the screams of the forgotten. We will not forget.
He is the forgotten truth. The conqueror's nightmare. The final whisper. The Emperor's name. He stands where he fell. Forevermore. Mortal power. Returned to the dust. City endures. But the soul does not. The last emperor is dead. But his story will never die. Constantine II. And the death of an empire.